Here we go. Good day and welcome back to Cerveza Boyz episode. Oh, fucking no. We don't know. We don't know this shit. We don't do it too consistently. We should be more consistent with this, but we do have opinions and there is things to talk about. Khamzat. I want to say Khamzat because it's such a good
Khamzat, the greatest. Yeah.
So good. But Khamzat's gonna fight Nate Diaz. I was so disappointed in the UFC marketing for this. I get it. Hardcore fans, the Diaz fans, he's got one fight left. We're going to send him out. You know, it's kind of like a fuck you, but he does get paid.
Send him out on a stretcher.
Well, but he is going to get paid. But it's just like look, man, I'm a mildly to moderate, pretty hardcore UFC fan. Not a hardcore truest, but I want to see a good fight. I want to see a fucking war. That's what fucking Chandler versus Gaethje. That's what I want to see. Fucking Prochazka versus Glover. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm paying for. That experience. This shit, and I think this is probably about 70-80% accurate. I think Khamzat takes him down, beats the shit out of him. And in between round 1 and 2, he's so cut up. They're like, fuck it, let's call the fight. Nate's not going to quit.
That would be disappointing.
I think
that would
that's
be
how
disappointing.
But isn't that how it's going to happen? What percentage chance do you give Nate? Do you like this fight? Or does it rub you the wrong way too?
It is a fan fight. You know, like you said,
not for me. I'm not a fan. I don't fucking approve of this shit. Did it for the
Diaz fans. That's what they did it for. But the fact is, it's not a real fight. Nate Diaz has been off his games ever since the McGregor fight. You know, it's been a downhill spiral, and it's just how old is he?
I don't know. He's probably 35 or something like that.
That's well past. You know, like the dude. It's not right. It's not right. But they're doing it for the fans. That's all it is.
Do you want to see this fight? Do you want to see this fight?
They're doing it for the Diaz fans, which are the biggest fans around, man.
I'm asking you.
I don't want to see it.
No, I don't want to. I'm not going to order this. I'm not going to watch this shit. There's.
I'm much more interested in Peter Yan versus fucking O'Malley. That's much more interesting to me.
That is kind of intriguing. Peter or whatever, how you ever say. Look, I think he's the best fucking whatever division bantamweight there is in the world. He tried to take fucking. I mean,
he did lose to Sterling. Let's remember, Chase,
that is, man, that was pathetic. I mean, you fucking lose to a guy that fakes a fucking injury to get a rematch. And the way Sterling won that title, he got him to the ground. He did nothing. He didn't hit him. He tried to submit. Oh, he tried to submit him. He didn't submit him. And in the last 2 rounds, I watched fucking Jan play it smart and whoop the shit out of him. It's like Sterling's the worst champ in the world. But Jan played that fight wrong. He didn't come in prepared. He's stupid. So you got O'Malley. O'Malley's just kind of annoying. It's like, is he that good? Is he not? Is he a hype? You can't really tell. You look at his intangibles. He's really tall and he's really. I mean, he's kind of built like a John Jones for the bantamweight. I mean, if he utilizes it, he could win. I can't imagine him taking it to Jan. There's no way. If Jan truly is the best in the world, he makes these corrections and he fucking fucks O'Malley up. And I hope he does. I hope he does.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think that O'Malley's totally untested. I keep waiting to see him like break out as a superstar, but I don't know. He's missing something. You know,
he's a strange dude. I think they promote him because he's so strange, or maybe that's the vibe in America right now that nobody knows who they are anymore. So let's just give him this fucking really confused fighter. Yeah, I don't know.
I hope that's not the case. That would be horrible if that was the case.
I don't understand the UFC's marketing sometimes, man. I don't understand. Going back to Khamzat, I don't like this fight. I get, okay, it's an easy win, and then he fights Usman, but Usman's not even talking about Khamzat. Usman's like, oh, I'm going to go to 205. I'm going to go fight at 205 and fight Prochazka. I'm like, what? You got fucking a savage one fight away from fighting you, and you're saying you're going to go to 205? Like, what are you doing? You beat fucking Edwards, and then you beat fucking Khamzat, and then you do what you want. I hate that. I hate that he doesn't mention Khamzat. It's like, that's the guy I'd be waiting for. I think he'll beat Usman.
Well, let's remember his last fight, Chase. That was a lot closer than anybody thought. All right. A lot closer. Okay. The guy still needs to be properly tested. And as far as Usman, he's looked better and better with each fight.
You got to understand Gilbert Burns, though, man. He's like a 5th level black belt. You can't ground and pound him Khamzat ground and pounding people. He'll ground and pound Usman. Usman's not going to submit him. That black Brazilian jiu-jitsu is not there. So I just Gilbert Burns is a horrific matchup for anybody. Usman didn't try to take down Burns. He didn't try to take him down.
Yes. So you're telling me that Usman's really talking about this?
He's talking about going to 205 instead of saying, "I want to fight."
That's a huge midweight jump.
It's stupid. I don't know what that is because you're Prochazka, fucking samurai. You think you're gonna beat? You're not gonna fucking beat him. He will wax you, man. There's no way.
Well, speaking of marketing, people didn't see that Prochazka fight, Chase. I'm telling you, people didn't see it. I had UFC friends who didn't see that fight. So the fact is, the UFC is always thinking in terms of marketing.
It's been a massive fail. I think this Nate Diaz thing, it must be personal. It's just like, all right, well, we'll pay you. You want your fucking money? We'll pay you, but you're going to fight the fucking baddest guy on the roster.
Did he piss off Dana White or something like that?
I won out of my contract. I'm not paid right. He was, he's always mouthing off. Yeah.
So, anything else to talk about?
I want to say there was one other fight. Did I mention one other fight?
Me too. I want to say there was one other one too. I can't remember. Fuck. But oh well. That's all she wrote.
There was one coming up. Yeah, I just can't remember. Hey, well, last thing, man, that they've had some controversy that people have been mouthing off about Daniel Cormier as a commentator.
Oh man, like there was a great Reddit post where he went off on Jones, talking about how Jones was a cheater and stuff like that, and the Reddit posts were savage.
He's like, still bothers me.
It's like, bitch, you cheated the weight gain, and you admitted that you cheated the fucking weight. Like that hand was 100% there. All right, it's such bullshit. He needs to shut. You know what I hope happens? I hope there's like a revolt against him and he's replaced.
That's a great fucking point. All right, let's say Jones was on the roids, man. You fucking cheated. Fucking cheat. All right, you got that rep. Dude, with that towel against fucking Anthony Johnson, you see that, like, you just fucking cheated, bro. You fucking cheated. You didn't deserve to win that. It's like you're doing the same shit. That is a great fucking point. He's just go ahead.
I tell you what I hated about him, man. I hate that they put him in the Hall of Fame. They put him in the Hall of Fame. He did not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
I put him in the Hall of Fame? You're the greatest number 2 ever. The second best light heavyweight. And you're the second best heavyweight too. You're number 2. I'm gonna put that a big number right next to you, brother.
I would go visit that Hall of Fame. I would happily go visit that.
The worst part of Cormier's number 2, but the worst part is he doesn't go away. Like, he's the type of guy. It's like, yeah, you're fine, you're a nice guy, go away. He wants to be a commentator, and he's the goofy guy. He's not smooth. He thinks, oh, since I was the ex-champ, now I'm cool. I'm like, dude, the comments you make, like, it's just you're mediocre. You're not. Yeah. You are just average. They could find someone so much better. So much better.
Cruz does a great job, man. Is that his name, Dominique Cruz? Who's the other commentator?
There's people that love and hate. Cruz is very confident with this. I still like.
I think he's competent.
I love Bass Rutten. Bass Rutten.
We all wish he could come back.
Where's he at? True. Why not, man? He's fucking acted. Like, he's good. He's funny. He's older. He's seasoned. Just throw him in there. He's perfect for that. Right, with Rogan?
They want an American. They want an American with clear English.
Bullshit. Yeah. Bullshit. Yeah. You think that's a factor? Yeah. You think that's a factor?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's a factor.
The team is me. It's a mediocre team. There's a couple guys that are good. The ex-fighter picks. Like, the Bisping's better just shooting the shit and drinking beer, not fucking giving commentary.
Yeah. I mean, Rogan's cool and stuff like that, but I think he could even do better than Rogan. Like, I think that there's people who Bass Rutten is the best example. I think so. But, like, if you want to get like a good commentator, you need smooth. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And he's not smooth.
He's
always a little awkward. He's an awkward man.
He's number 2. He's number 2. That's how I'd introduce number 2. Thank you. That's a good. But, like, remember, like, in Star Trek, number 2. That's correct. That's exactly how.
Number 1.
That's right. He needs to be on Star Trek as number 2.
You know, he needs to be an ensign on Star Trek, low level.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I got nothing against Cormier. He's nice. No, he's just goofy. He's a goofy fucker, man. He's not a commentator.
I always feel like he's a kid in a big man's body.
He is.
Like he's got high school level intelligence. That's what I feel like. You know.
Yeah,
I'm not into him.
He's aware he's number 2, and he's still a little bitter about it. You know. Like, hey man, you were champ. You were double champ. You were only double champ because Jones was suspended.
If you're gonna go that way, like you want to have like a black guy, get somebody funny. You know, like a little Rampage Jackson.
Is that it?
Not the most intelligent, but at least he makes some funny comments every now and then.
No Rampage, please. So that's it. They needed an American. They needed a black guy. I don't know. They could have done a lot better. It's disappointing.
In terms of articulate UFC guys, there's not many. How many articulate UFC guys do you have? Actually, McGregor might be a good commentator.
Hey, I wouldn't mind having Khabib on there with his bro. He's got the best type of broken English, you know? This terrible move. This is garbage. You know, it's like, yeah. I wouldn't mind listening to Khabib talk. Yeah, why not?
This is number one bullshit. These judges do.
The last thing I forgot, because Oliveira is going to fight his protege Islam, who's
Oh yeah. That was
right.
It.
Same style, younger. It's a new version of Khabib, but keyword is protege. You know.
Yeah.
Who you got in that fight, man? Who do you got? They're both very dominant fighters lately.
I have
it's in Abu Dhabi. It's in Muslim land.
Oh, no shit.
So fucking Allah will be there ringside.
Oliveira has earned my respect. I haven't picked him in any of the previous fights, but man, I gotta check. I think he's the man.
Yeah.
He looks good. He just gets better, and I have to respect him now. I have to. You know, he's earned it.
My favorite thing about him, he doesn't look tough. Like if I bumped into him on the street and he's like, "You want to go?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sure."
He looks like a goofy Latin. He looks like a goofy Brazilian guy.
He does.
Going out to party tonight.
I love that he doesn't speak English, and I love that he's so respectful, and I love that he fucking finishes everybody. He goes straight forward. He punches you in the fucking face. He takes you down and he finishes you. I'm like, God, that's what a champion's supposed to do. That's how a champion's supposed to act.
Face, like that Justin Gaethje, that took balls. Yeah. Standing with Gaethje. And fucking took like
he put him down. He put Gaethje down from punching him.
That was so like I can't not respect him. I have to respect him. So yeah, Islam is a great fighter, but I gotta get it to
Oliveira. So if fucking I'm going with Oliveira, and if Oliveira goes in there and finishes Islam, I wonder if Khabib's just like, oh man, is this
honors on the line?
Right, the greatest lightweight title in the world is being questioned now because this guy is beating everybody. And who did you beat, Khabib?
Beats him.
Khabib didn't beat too many people.
Dude, you beat him in Allah's house. You beat him in Muslim land.
That's what I would do if I won. I'd be like, look, this is my God now. I won here, and now, you know.
Oh my God. That would be the greatest. That would be the greatest ever. He was like, I just want to say the Brazilian Catholic God is number one God.
That's right. We have taken back the Holy Land. Yes.
Oh my God. That's a horrible idea. Oh my God.
But you know what? That might bring Khabib at a retirement. That would probably.
There would be no question. There would be no question.
If that is your intent, that's what you do. Yes.
That would be the balls. That would be the greatest moment in UFC history. That would be the ballsiest moment of it all.
It's a brilliant idea.
Fight would be huge. And then you do it in Brazil.
It would, because everybody would be watching that. Fucking the villages would be watching. Yes. Yeah.
Man.
That's what you want. This UFC marketing needs a lot of work. I need to write a letter. That's what I'm going to do.
You say, listen, I'm a psychologist.
And obviously you idiots don't know what you're doing. That's right.
Yeah. Listen, all I need is 7 figures. I'll move to Vegas. All right. I'll move to that shitty town. Right?
That's right. I got a cousin there. I'll make it work. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. You got a connection now.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Yeah.
All right. Good job. We nailed it. Yeah.
See you next time.
Adios.